Let me close this up. What's up, Roberto? What's up, my boy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Told y'all a live was coming, Told y'all a live was coming up. How the week been, man? How the week been? How the week been for everybody? For my Love Lens crew, my Love Lens YouTube channel crew, y'all know what this cup is. All right, so we go to live. Okay. All right, so you hear me breathing crazy because, bro, I know YouTube algorithms. It took everything in me to make that last video on Jay-Z because your boy's been very, very sick. Your boy's been very, very sick. Uh, Matter of fact, hold on, let me do something here. Just make the stream a lot better. Okay. Do I want to do it in this though? I mean, I will. It's cool. I'll do it in this. I don't really want to, but I do it in this. All right. I've been very, very sick this week. Took a COVID test. I don't have COVID, but it's been very unfortunate because, like, I understand the YouTube algorithm. Like, bro, I got like 1,300 subscribers in the past 4 days. And a lot of people has been interested to hear my takes on things, and a lot of things have taken place. But it's been very hard to try to film content when I feel like this. Like, bro, when I tell y'all I'm hurt, I'm hurting. And I waited till today to take the COVID test. I waited until today to take the COVID test because I had to wait, like my chest started hurting today. I'm like, oh shit. Please don't tell me it's COVID. Because if it's COVID, I would have caught it for the 6th time. So if it weren't for that, for the people who've been to subscribe to my channel for a long time, y'all know most of y'all know me off of live. And you see when I came back with a vengeance, I was coming back with edited videos. And that's where I'm going to now. Sit down, record myself, do edited videos, and finally try to take this thing a little bit more seriously. But for the people who've been rocking with me for a long time, you also know I'm a dad first. And so tomorrow I got my kids. And so there ain't gonna be no video making. So how do I take all these topics I didn't get to talk about because I was sick and put them into tonight, knowing I won't be able to film this weekend because I'm gonna have my babies? I gotta go live. So we're gonna go live. It don't matter how I look. Once I start talking about shit, y'all know I'm gonna get into it. So we can start right here for the preset cursor of what's been going on, because we got a lot of topics to discuss, a lot of shit I saw, and we gonna Yeah, right when I'm about to jump into the topics, the whole computer shut off. Oh, like I already don't feel good. I was on my phone. I'm like, I already don't feel good. Now I don't feel good. The computer shutting off. I'm like, what the crap, bro? But like, yeah, technical difficulty. So, all right. I would like to start with Andrew. I feel like I'm a little bit worried that, like, yo, bro, like, does this dude got my channel bugged or some shit? I want to start with Andrew Schulz because I feel I hate when people say shit that sound good. Like, it bothers me, and so I'm going to debate the points he brought up on his his response podcast with Flagrant, Flagrant, right? Yo, what the fuck is up with my fucking computer, fam? Let me see how it look to y'all. Computer shut off. Like, I already don't feel the computer, fam. Let me see how it look to y'all. I'm trying to see like what the hell going on. I never had this. Let me turn my phone down. Let me turn my all right. That way I can look over here. I got my phone. I can see how y'all see if it messes up or whatever, right? Put that right here. Yeah, the lag is wild. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. I got like the fastest shit ever everywhere the fuck I go. I don't know. It's like, does this look like an iPhone 4 to you? Does that look like an iPhone 4 to you? Crazy. All right, so I do got it on 480p. I was trying to make the bitch faster. But I'm gonna get right to it. It don't matter because I'm gonna chop this shit up to have like 4 videos. So I'm gonna go all night. What's up, my boy Breakheart? All right, when we get on Andrew Schulz, I don't feel like I need to play what he said when he was with Charlamagne the God. Hold on, y'all know I'm sick. Oh, very sick. I'm really sick. The reason I don't need to play when he was with Charlamagne the God is because number one, I'm surprised nobody ever said it. He on the same clothes with the same background. So it happened the same day. The only thing I take away with him being with Charlamagne the God was the fact that I don't like when people act pussy. And to me, pussy isn't being afraid. To me, pussy is when you pretend to be the same way, but you're not. Example, he doubled down on everything he said in the flagrant foul shit on the brilliant idiot shit. But when he had a black woman posted up there with him and Charlamagne with him, the manner, the tone, the vitriol was completely different. That's pussy to me. And it's sort of like a dude say some shit to you online, but you see him in his face and he like, yeah, man, you know, that's how I felt about those thoughts. If you don't smack that nigga in the face, he gonna go back and be like, the same shit I said to y'all, I said to that nigga when I saw him. I told that nigga, nigga, did you have the same energy? Technically, yeah, I do feel the way that I was saying on the pod, but you had the same energy. Yo, my nigga, you can play the flagrant foul shit and play the brilliant idiot shit back to back. You don't have the same energy. if you really, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's why I relate to Kendrick Lamar. I'm surrounded by around a bunch of fake motherfuckers because I'm like, I don't know how to switch energies. Like how I am, if I say some crazy shit online to you, if you confront me, I'm gonna be one of two ways. I'm gonna be the exact same way I was online, or I'm gonna be worse. And it's like a 90% chance I'm gonna be worse because I need you to know off front, I ain't no motherfucking fake in me. I stand behind everything I say. I stand behind everything I say. If that nigga really felt like that, the same way he was talking greasy about Kendrick Lamar on Flagrant, he would have said had that same energy on Brilliant Idiots. That's all I took from that. I took other things, but I can show y'all that by playing his return to Flagrant after hearing the insults from the fans. So, like I said, you can't pull that shit over me. Like, yo, don't real niggas keep the same energy when they believe what they say. I don't understand that. So I don't. And it was filmed the same day. The nigga got on the same shoes, shirt, pants, everything. It's the same fucking day. And in that way, I don't give a fuck because I don't like Charlemagne. But in that way, he kind of stripped Charlemagne from having a response and like to know the things that took place in between, such as Charlemagne, I don't know, was it DJ Head? I think it was DJ Head. The first DJ before DJ Mustard that was on Kendrick Lamar's stage performance of the Pop Out, who always backed Kendrick Lamar. They gave him the heads up, like, yo, this coming. Andrew Schulz about to go off on Kendrick. They gave him the heads up. But the biggest thing I want to play, and I want to pause, and I want to rebuttal, because I see people doing this to everyday people. All my videos, I don't give a fuck if they celebrities or not. All my videos are to teach y'all about how people do y'all in everyday life. That's what I'm saying. The people who are accusing guys or humans for taking up for Jay-Z, and they're using the excuses that we're caught up in celebrity. No, you're caught up in celebrity because you keep bringing it up. I'm scared that any person can just say somebody did some shit without any charges, and it affects all of us in our everyday life. That's what I'm really afraid of. I don't give a fuck about Jay-Z. For me to say that to you in my video and you make a comment saying otherwise shows me that you're the person that's accusing people of thinking about celebrityism. You're the actual person thinking of celebrityism. So, all right, let me find the actual podcast of Flagrant last episode, and we're gonna break him down. I be feeling like I'm living in the Matrix, if I'm honest with y'all. I really be feeling like I'm living in the Matrix because, like, I see shit that's like right in our faces, and I be like, y'all don't see this? I'm the only person to see this shit, and that's why I'm like, I never cared to blow up and be a big YouTuber. I never put in the work to do it, but I'm like, it's almost like I feel like I have no choice. I feel like I gotta make an actual attempt, a strategic attempt to put out videos to blow up online because the people who even agree with me on a lot of things just aren't equipped, in my personal opinion. I don't know. I don't fucking know. The shit that be impressing motherfuckers does just don't impress me. It'd be so easy to fucking see. So I'm like, all right, I need to speak out, but if I'm gonna speak out, I probably need to be a little bit bigger. All right, I'm on Flagrant's page. Let me go to the last video they put out, which will be this one. And I'm gonna go right to the part where they talk about Kendrick Lamar. All right, we hit. I have to breathe every time I take a drink. because my nose is completely stopped up. Charlemagne the God is going to protect his investment. I don't know why anybody would completely trust Charlemagne the God. Anyway, but fuck that. All right, let me play the video. Share screen. Outside. I need to get them outside t-shirts going. All right. Let me go to the segment, view chapters. Let me go to the first segment. He talked about Kendrick Lamar. Okay, I think the Gary part fights made Dana cry. I think it's right here. I think it's on here. He started with D.L. Hewley. All right. I want y'all to hear this shit. Like, start off rip. I want y'all to hear this shit.
Shout out the stand-up comedian. try to get clicks. What happened to DL?
Let's take the bit down to 360. I don't give a fuck how the quality looks. I just want the bitch play.
Hell, bro.
I don't know, sad, dude.
That is sad. Like, seeing him try to get clicks off this situation, and also them trying to, this was
let's start right there. Let's start right there. I'm gonna be dead ass honest. I'm gonna be dead ass honest during this live, right? Hold on. I'm trying to make me bigger, make him small. I'm gonna be dead ass honest during this live. Why would Andrew Schulz say D.L. Hewley responding on something popular is him trying to get clicks when Andrew Schulz is in a podcast responding every week about something that's popular? Even on this, fuck Kendrick Lamar. He's responding to the shooting of the United Healthcare fucking worker guy. I don't give a fuck about. I ain't looked at none of that shit because I don't give a fuck. White dude shot some other white dude. Their platform speaks on all shit. D.L. Hewley got to, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers hear this shit and they be like, oh, he right. D.L. Hewley do want click. What D.L. Hewley got to do with the situation? Bitch, you speak every week about situations that they got nothing to do with you. Everybody's talking about it. Why is D.L. Hewley the one that's bad when he talk about something that's popular? I understand him. I understand what Andrew's trying to do. I don't understand why you motherfuckers is falling for it. I don't understand this shit. Why the fuck y'all falling for it? I'm sitting over this bitch sick like, you wrong. You know you're wrong. All right. Yeah, a podcast is going to talk about everything in hip hop. You literally came out a week ago and be like, yeah, everybody going to be talking about this. And then when people talk about it, you're like, they trying to get clicks and views. Like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Them trying to like reframe this narrative. This is one of the saddest shit I've ever seen. Because as DL, I'm like, yo, you a comedian. Like, this is Kings of Comedy. I saw Kings of Comedy in the fucking movie.
This is him trying to secretly connect to say, I've been in the culture. Hey, I snuck in the movie theater to see Kings of Comedy. Now, my new people who just subscribed to me, this is new to y'all. People who've been subscribed to me already know. I haven't seen what I say. Crazy people or sociopath try to do what they think normal people would do, but they always get caught. They always get caught. Here's an example of this. He thinks if I say I snuck into a movie theater to watch the Kings of Comedy. I've been in y'all culture and I know about it. But my nigga, if you really was in the culture, we watched the bootleg. Nigga, who the fuck they have Kings Comedy on motherfucking bootleg DVD? You ain't in the culture, nigga. You ain't in the culture, nigga. We didn't sneak in the movie theater. We had that. Everybody had the CD. Everybody had the CD in their house. That's the culture. Everybody had the CD. The screen was blurry when we saw the Kings of Comedy. Your rebuttal to this would be like, oh, so you didn't support black people? Hell no, nigga. The culture at the time was bootleg. That's the culture. You saying what you think because you were in it. I'm so down I snuck in the movie theater. I snuck down, nigga. I watched it at my big mama house. My big mama house on the Sunday when everybody there, we cooking on shit. They were playing that shit inside the goddamn living room, and the TV was fuzzy because it was a bootleg. And it kept freezing the fuck up. And every time it freezes up, you can see what they recorded on top of Friday After Next. That's the culture, nigga. They do what they think because they weren't there. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't there. You wasn't there, Andrew. Stop fucking trying to act like you was in our culture. You wasn't there, my nigga.
Watching Kings of Comedy is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like seeing Bernie Mac for the first time, I was like crying, laughing. I couldn't fucking believe
My friend
it.
laughed so hard watching that.
You fucked up again. Do you know why they called themselves the King of Comedies? Because you just said you saw Bernie Mac for the first time. Nigga, we saw Bernie Mac way before that. That's why we wanted to see it. Fuck out of here, nigga. That's your first time seeing Bernie Mac, nigga? That's your... This your man, Charlamagne. It's a difference between when I make an edited video and when I go live. It's a difference if you ain't been. It's a difference. You're telling on yourself. This is my first time seeing Bernie Mac. I went to the theater. Nigga, we bought the bootleg. We bought the bootleg because we knew the performance Bernie Mac was going to put on because we seen him 1,000 times. Real people in the culture, my nigga. Fuck.
But it was just
It was a different comic.
Something like that.
It did.
Anyway, there's this clip that they're going around trying to say they play that shit.
I've been posting shit like telling me they're gonna take out my family on like pictures of my child, my daughter.
God.
You surprised by this? This is the nature of the game.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah, social media. It's like, but he says that line. He
Okay,
says
ready?
that line.
Pause.
His parent.
So Andrew Sosa says multiple Kendrick Lamar fans have threatened to kill his...
Yeah, that last 6 words or whatever.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So what people don't know is that this was recorded before I ever said anything to Kendrick.
Like, what is up with y'all YouTubers that I'm about to cook this nigga where if the COVID test came back negative, I'm guaranteeing I got the flu. I'm fucked up right now, sick. I'm about to cook this nigga sick. What's up with y'all? Y'all need to get y'all game. You need to step y'all game up, fam. I don't want to see no motherfucking YouTube video saying Andrew Schulz is wrong. And then y'all ain't saying shit. Break this nigga down. What the fuck is up? All right, don't worry. I got you. I got you right here. Watch.
This, you notice the outfit is the same outfit as Flagrant. We did the podcast. Kendrick drops the bar in the song, right? He says, don't talk about black women. That's law. It's a white comedian. Then he says, tells people to slide on the black.
I'm really trying. I'm trying not to interrupt him, but like he fucking up before he can finish the sentence. He said that. He just said that. Kendrick Lamar said, "Don't let white comedians speak on black women. That's law." To comedians, isn't that what he just said? Now, I hate Charlemagne. I have a documentary cooking Charlemagne. So please do not take this as me taking up Charlemagne. That one line he just said is an example of willful ignorance. Because as much as I hate Charlemagne, from how Charlemagne calls things with the Kendrick and Drake shit, I know that Charlemagne called him behind the scenes and be like, bro, he was talking to the black guys on that podcast. He wasn't talking to you. I don't think, even if he was on vacation for a week to make the first video, he didn't have a lot of people come at him. He didn't have a lot of phone calls. He didn't have a lot of comedians who were cool with him, fucking don't like him no more. There's no way at this point that Andrew Schulz, there's zero way that Andrew Schulz does not understand that Kendrick Lamar meant that line for the black people. But he's still gonna come out here and say that he was going at him personally. That line was for the two black men as guests on Andrew Schultz's podcast. So it's the little shit I hear that, like, okay, this isn't just he ignorant and don't know the culture. This is him purposefully, I'm going to act like I know that shit. Like before, like about 4 hours ago, I watched an unlawful arrest for my true crime channel, video making, and this black dude called the cops saying a robber was in his neighborhood. He on the left side of the road. On the right side of the road, a black man came out of his house and checked his mailbox. He just checked the mailbox. Cops see the black guy on the right, check his mailbox. He was like, hey. Black goes like, yo, that nigga call you. Go over there and deal with that shit, nigga. I'm taking my mailbox. I'm a citizen. I'm going back here with my kids. The white cop got pissed off that he wanted to walk away. He in his yard. He checking his mailbox. He has nothing to do with it. He tased the black man. Pride, ego, all that shit in the fucking way. When he go back to the other guy after they arrest this fucking guy for checking his mailbox, when he go back to the other guy across the street, the guy say, nah, that ain't him. It was some other guy that he had a gun. He cut through the alley, ran away. The cop now has the information. You cooked from what you did already, unlawfully arrested somebody. But right now, on your fucking camera on your chest, this nigga just told you, that's just my neighbor. He didn't let him go. When he went to tell the other cops about it, he left that portion out. He left out, the guy told you that ain't the nigga. At this point, Andrew Schulz 100% knows the line in Kendrick Lamar's song is to black men. This is a black on black conversation about us in the culture. They go out here and they say, we only care when white people do this. We only care when the cops arrest us and shit. This is a black on black conversation. This is your son getting bullied in school and your son come home crying and he said a guy bullied him and you take your son and you be like, hey son, I don't give a fuck how big he is. You don't let no motherfucker talk to you like that. You don't let nobody push you. If they push you, you better pick up a brick and bust them in their face. Yes, the bully did bad to my son, but I'm talking to my son. I'm talking to my son. This is me to my son. This is black to black. Hey, my nigga, the fuck is you doing? We don't go out here. We don't go around these motherfuckers and let them talk about our women that way. This is a conversation between black man to black man. There is no way within 2 weeks that nobody on earth has not told Andrew Schulz this. So at this point, he's fucking lying to his audience because he don't give a fuck because he don't need black people. There's no way.
Black dudes close to him. Mm-hmm. Alex and Charlemagne is what I interpret. So basically kill his black friends. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So
I want y'all to pay attention to the key word. He said basically what I interpreted. So all of this happened from Andrew Schultz's false interpretation of a lyric. This is the elephant in the room I want everybody to understand. think Andrew Schulz realized, because we, at this point, we literally don't have the evidence to know he was specifically talking about the two black guys on the show with Andrew Schulz, because so many motherfuckers go out here and do this shit. But let's say he was. Let's say Kendrick Lamar was in the studio and he wrote this because he saw what happened with the two black guys on Andrew Schulz. I don't think that Andrew Schulz realized that when we get upset about something, we don't get upset about one incident. We get upset about one incident too many. So even if he would have wrote this line about Andrew Schulz, this line isn't a dagger to Andrew Schulz and the two black men. This is an overall perception that we as a community, I don't give a fuck where you are, where you go. We ain't gonna sit around and let somebody clown our black sisters. This is a generic line to reach all. So he has taken this and his self-admittance that he has personalized it so fucking much that when Kendrick Lamar says a line unrelated to this, fuck them all, kill them all. Kendrick Lamar is not a fucking Martin Luther King. Kendrick Lamar is a fucking Malcolm X, my nigga. Malcolm X, nigga, they throw rocket, let's throw goddamn Plymouth rocket, nigga, beat they motherfucking ass. They do this shit to us, do it back to them in generic. But in order for Andrew to seem like the victim, which is ironic because this video he made is to show that he doesn't feel like he's a victim, it's fucking crazy. Like, he's going to stretch this so far to show I'm minding my own business and Kendrick Lamar came at me and then threatened my friends. And I want y'all to watch this trick of words. Remember, Andrew Schulz has to make this go from not generic statement to my friend Charlamagne them, even though he's talking about the guests on this motherfucking podcast on the episode. He'll admit it's about that episode. He'll admit it was two black guests on this shit, but to be a victim, he gotta act like these niggas don't exist. And he talk about his real personal friends, the lesser charged Leonard Charlamagne. He gotta make that match, and then he gotta take it from his friends and find a reason to put it back on him that Kendrick Lamar did this to him. Watch his trick of words. Just watch.
Here's how the average man's life would change.
There it is right there. This is when I get mad at motherfuckers who agree with me. This is when I get mad with motherfuckers who's on my side. This is when I get mad at motherfuckers who hate Andrew Schulz. Why none of y'all picked up on that? Why ain't no fucking YouTube channel talked about that line? Look how fast he said that. My friend Charlamagne, death threats to them, death threat. Where's the death threat to you, my nigga? Where? One run-on sentence. And this is how y'all be getting tricked. This is how y'all be getting tricked in politics. This is, y'all swear y'all so motherfucking smart. And y'all get tricked by this simple shit. I'm sitting here watching this the first time I saw it, like, damn, look at how this nigga stretched it back to him. Propaganda to cater to your base. Y'all don't see this shit? I want to run it back. I want y'all to learn and grow and just know how vague Kendrick Lamar line is. I want y'all to pause this shit if you see it. Pause it right here. Go listen to Whacked Out Murals and have the lyrics pulled up and then hit play and see how he stretched this about him and himself to be a victim. When none of that shit happened. None of that shit happened. This is crazy to me. I'm gonna run it back. Shit happens so fucking fast, people don't pay attention.
You surprised by this? This is the nature of the game.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah, it's social media. It's like, but he says that line. He
Okay,
says
ready?
that line.
Pause.
His parent.
So Andrew So says multiple Kendrick Lamar fans have threatened to kill his family over sexual assault joke.
Yeah. That last 6 words or whatever.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So what people don't know is that this was recorded before I ever said anything to Kendrick. This, the outfit is the same outfit as Flagrant. We did the podcast the same day, right? So I haven't said anything to Kendrick. This is the timeline. Kendrick drops the bar in the song, right? He says, don't talk about black women. That's law. It's a white comedian. Then he tells people to slide on the black dudes close to him. Alex and Charlemagne is what I interpret. So basically kill his black friends.
Thank you, who first said it. All right. Make it connect is what I said. I muted. Even though you lied. You just lied. Kendrick Lamar never said that. But give a nigga they lie. Give a nigga they lie. He never said that. But you just said, I interpret it. You said, I interpret it really fast. You want to get it out there. You want to be held accountable for it. I interpret it, me and my friends. Okay. You want to interpret that as Charlemagne them. That's a fucking lie. But even if I give you that lie, where is the connection that he threatened you? You have to show the connection he threatened you. You don't show that connection, but you say it right here. You say it right here.
Right? So death threats to them, death threats to me.
Boom. Boom. Death threats to them, death threats to me. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Where's the death threat to Andrew Schulz? Because he just put out the claim that Kendrick Lamar threatened him. Am I crazy? I pay attention to everything a nigga say. The audacity is, this is his defense that he's not painting himself as a victim while painting himself as a victim. This whole segment started with, hey, I did a response. Kendrick Lamar came at me. He threatened to kill my friends. He threatened to kill me. So it's okay if I say I want to fuck Kendrick Lamar in the ass. He's literally going to say that. But none of that happened. None of that happened.
I was getting death.
Of course, death threats to me, death threats to my family, telling they're gonna kill my daughter, posting on my daughter's
We
picture.
still haven't posted that.
We haven't talked. I don't talk about it for 2 weeks.
Now, this is what happens to y'all in relationships and boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Motherfucker, get on some shit that sound good. Y'all let them keep fucking talking, and they start mixing everything into the motherfucking cake mix. What the fuck does a random person threaten you have to do with Kendrick Lamar? Man the fuck up. Man up. Man up. I have a channel where I talk about reality TV shows, dating shows. Oh, somebody threatened me. Bitch, that's what happened. You signed up for a reality TV show. You was a bad person in a relationship. People gonna hate you. You'll get threatened. You chose to come at the number one rap artist in the culture. You're gonna get threats, my nigga. Why are you putting that threat on Kendrick Lamar? You see how he mixes it up and talk fast? Number one, he said a random rap lyric with Kendrick Lamar said, go bum on them niggas. It's related to his friends. He then removed his friends to saying Kendrick Lamar threatened him. He didn't show no correlation in between. He just said it. Then he skipped from Kendrick Lamar saying that to a random motherfucker wanting to goddamn kill him. What did you expect? What did you expect? How is that related to Kendrick Lamar? But when you post all this shit together like this, and somebody hearing all this really, really fast, they're like, oh my God, I didn't know Kendrick Lamar was this awesome. This is effective propaganda. Effective propaganda. This pussy has been threatened probably every day he's ever awakened. Why? Because he's one of the most popular comedians and he specializes in being edgy and talking about different ethnicities. He gonna get threats regardless. He knows this. But why is Kendrick Lamar associated? You didn't get threats because Kendrick Lamar made that line. You got threatened because of what you said back about fucking him. That's why you got threatened. You got threatened because an entire culture that propelled a nigga to number one stardom. That's why you got threatened. You got threatened from what you said. Man the fuck up. I come out here and I make videos about people. I accept anything that comes back from it because I'm a grown-ass motherfucking man. You did this. Stand up like a man and take the shit.
Weeks, right? I go, okay, you saying death threats to all of us? You gonna talk shit about my dog? Okay, it's up. I'm gonna fuck your man.
Now, right at the end, he just moved. You gonna say shit about my daughter. Remember, random motherfucking strangers on the internet hitting this nigga up. But he's gonna attribute that Kendrick Lamar threatened my friends. He threatened my life. He threatened to kill me. He threatened to kill my friends. He threatened to kill my daughter. So if Kendrick Lamar is doing all, he want to kill what my daughter got to do with anything? You see how he snuck that in right at the end? You see how he snuck that in and it never happened? This is effective propaganda. This is why I don't fuck with no nigga. Don't come to me if you got a video taken up for goddamn Andrew Schulz. Don't come in my motherfucking inbox. Don't come in my motherfucking email. I don't give a fuck how many subscribers you got. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with it, bro. I don't fuck with it. Because his whole opening of why he came at Kendrick is a fucking lie. Everything he just said is a lie. I don't fuck with that. I'm on the culture side.
Right? Because if we saying anything, it's like, let's have some fun.
It's still funny.
I'm a fucking man.
It's still funny.
Right?
Sensual love.
No, but then we're gonna do the molding of his butt. I'm hanging it on the wall. That's it. I'm hanging on the wall so I can put.
Let me show you how much research I do. Motherfuckers are saying Andrew Schulz will beat Kendrick in a one-on-one because Andrew Schulz boxed, right? I think Kendrick Lamar will beat the shit out of Andrew Schulz in a one-on-one because I saw him box, because I saw his punch, because I saw his jab, because I saw his hook. Andrew Schulz sparring looks like a fucking Mickey Ward, a guy that comes in and wants to take a lot of licks to the fucking face. No defense, no head movement, no snap, no power, no nothing. Because I saw him, he doing all this shit, I will gladly put my money that Kendrick Lamar will beat the fuck out this dude in a one-on-one fight. I don't even like fighting niggas shorter than me. If you gave me my option, would I rather fight a nigga 6'3" or a nigga 5'6"? I'd rather fight a nigga 6'3". That's because I'm trying to BJJ. I'm gonna take you down and choke you the fuck out. And when you that tall, you got a lengthy body that I can get in on. I don't want a short nigga. When the short nigga do like all that shit is blocked, like just from their little hands. Like I don't like fighting short motherfuckers. If I had my choice, I would rather fight a lengthy, long ass guy. Pause. Than the short guy. But like he's saying all this shit, but Andrew Schulz cannot beat Kendrick Lamar in a one-on-one fight. I just don't want to go down that route because it's immature. I'd rather break down what he's saying.
Remember that? Remember that? That happened. This is it. So you talk some shit, right?
I
You
can
say-
see them taking this. Oh, he said hang.
Oh, yeah. And then immediately, so you say the shit, you say kill my friends, and then all your fans come out.
He did not say kill your friends, but you also said he said kill you. Make it match. Make it match.
Oh, no, but fans come out, they give death threats to all of us. They're talking shit about my 10-month-old daughter, right? Saying they're gonna kill her.
Nigga, you don't think that people have talked shit about Kendrick Lamar children? Drake children? You put yourself in this shit. If you put yourself out there, crazy random fans without a fucking face, they gonna do that shit. People make death threats against my motherfucking kids. That's just what happens when you put yourself out here. How you gonna blame that on Kendrick Lamar? You as a grown man, you as a father, you knowing the consequences of being famous. You could have went on tour. You could have went back on Flagrant. You made the decision to talk about Kendrick fucking Lamar. That's what happens. You can't put that on him. You got to put that on yourself.
And then I go, I'm gonna have some make sweet love to Kendrick, and now all of a sudden all the fans are like, how could you do that? Oh, you're taking it too far. Jokes are not funny. Yeah, we should.
I'm the same way. I don't give a fuck about them talk about your kid. I don't give a fuck about them talk about your girl. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about what you're saying about Kendrick Lamar. Everybody can say anything. But as your friend Charlamagne says, there are consequences to it. The consequence you feel of Kendrick Lamar telling black men to not let other people talk about our women, you feel his consequence, you should have roasted him for 30 minutes on your show. You have the right to do that. Don't take our right away. We feel because you did that shit, we gonna come out here and speak against you. That's life. It's like the most right-wing conservative motherfucker always preaches freedom of speech until a motherfucker come out and speak against him. What? You can't say nothing back. I got freedom of speech. Bitch, I'm using my freedom of speech to say something back. What the fuck is your problem? What the fuck is your problem? I ain't saying Andrew can't say this shit. I'm saying what's gonna happen if Andrew say this shit. I'm gonna say this shit. You say that, Kendrick say this shit, you gonna say that shit, we gonna say this shit afterwards. That's freedom of speech. What's the fucking problem, my nigga? What's the problem? I'm cool. I'm cool with freedom of speech. You the only one bitching about it. Ain't nobody trying to take your right away. Go on your podcast and you say your rebuttal. I'm gonna say my rebuttal back. That's freedom of speech both ways. Like they want to project that they're so hard, but they so pussy. Pussy.
Clutching their fucking pearls, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on, how did you become the victim again? He really is the Taylor Swift of hip hop. Like Taylor is the biggest artist in the world. She's still the victim. Somehow she's the victim. She's the victim.
You don't hate Kendrick. You can't hate Kendrick because the nigga never talked. You mad at the culture. Whenever you diss Kendrick, you're really dissing the culture. Because when you say Kendrick always paints himself to be a victim, how can he paint himself to be a victim when the nigga ain't said nothing at all? He ain't said nothing back. Kendrick Lamar don't have a statement saying it was wrong for Andrew Schulz to say this. The culture said it was wrong for you to say that. You throw the culture on Kendrick. You throw random strangers saying they're gonna kill you on Kendrick. You make Kendrick be the tangible item of the culture. And so what I feel is because you believe that, every time you attack Kendrick, you talking about black people. That's what I motherfucking feel. Cause you saying shit Kendrick ain't never did. How the fuck can somebody be a victim when they ain't talk? They ain't said one word. I'm gonna try to do my last 6 Kendrick tweets off the top of my head, and y'all help me if I get one of them wrong. Let's go. Euphoria is his tweet. 616 in LA. Meet the Grams. Not Like Us. The untitled track with the Black Air Force Ones. Super Bowl announcement. GNX. Correct me if I'm wrong, but somebody in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that Kendrick Lamar's last 7 tweets? What else has Kendrick Lamar said? He did an interview with SZA and didn't mention Drake's name at all. Didn't mention nothing in detail. Kendrick ain't talked about nothing controversial in the year 2024. So how the fuck is Kendrick Lamar, the Taylor Swift, always a victim? You think he a victim because us black people take up for him. It ain't Kendrick you don't like. You don't like us. As I said in my first video, you attribute everything we do to come back at you. You put it on Kendrick because you're too afraid to say black people. So you make Kendrick be the symbol of that. But it ain't Kendrick that's doing this shit to you, my boy. It's us. You not like us and you don't like us. That's the facts. That's the facts. I never in my life heard a nigga never speak and be a fucking victim. Never heard of that. You don't like us.
The exact same thing. He's the biggest rapper right now. Destroyed Drake. Can't talk about Kendrick without saying it. No, he destroyed Drake in the battle. He's number one, and somehow still he's the victim that he started.
Yeah.
And immediately the fans, this is so racist. How is it racist to make sweet love to My Little Rascal? How is that racist?
You about to say it and dismiss it with this clown ass nigga, which I'm finna go off on other people who like him.
How is that racist? Yeah. Did you know about this term, buck breaking?
I wasn't familiar with the term before.
Nobody knows about this shit.
I'm finna make a lot of y'all mad right now. But you come to my channel to get the real. I'm incapable of sugarcoating anything. Shout out to my boy Fenici, man. I'm not about to sugarcoat this. DJ Head, you got some explaining to do. Yes, I'm talking about Kendrick Lamar's right-hand man, DJ Head. You got some motherfucking explaining to do because you vouch for this nigga. You vouch for that nigga on the fucking couch. And this white man used that nigga. He looked over the Indian guy and the white guy. He looked directly at the black guy. You ever heard of butt breaking? Oh, no one's ever heard of it. He don't give a fuck about us and the culture that heard of it. Fuck this nigga. Hey, DJ Head, fuck this nigga. I don't need to say Charlamagne. You gotta fuck this nigga because I don't like Charlamagne. Anybody that fuck with this nigga, fuck you. Fuck you and that nigga. Jeremy, who be coming on the Culture Podcast, I'm sure if DJ Head cool with this nigga, you cool with him. Fuck you too if you fuck with this nigga. Fuck anybody that fuck with this nigga. No white man can sit in my face and say a term that's related to what happened to my ancestors and look at me to be their tangible vessel to preach that this never happened and this is bullshit. It will never happen. It will never happen. No, I would never let nobody use me like that. So fuck everybody who fuck with this lame ass nigga on that couch. I'm the last nigga. I'm the last nigga that would call somebody Uncle Tom. Because I know the levels and shit, and people may get something wrong. This nigga is an Uncle Tom. This black dude. I'm gonna rewind this shit back. This nigga looked directly at him. Who heard of buck breaking? Like, before I even play this, I want y'all to really understand how horrible that was for Andrew Schulz to say, right? Like, I always use Mexico when I go into, I'm trying to feel like a white man, like, right? So I'm a black American. I got to show what I'm talking about, Mexico and the shit that happened in Mexico, like Andrew Schulz talk about our culture. There is something that happened in Mexico's history of them being treated unfairly that I don't fucking know about. If someone brings that to my attention, I'm there to learn. I'm there to go, I never looked at it from that point of view. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't look at this motherfucker said, that's me. I'm learning of what happened in Mexico's past and what they've been through. And I go, I talked to a nigga from East LA, ain't a Hispanic guy, born and raised in East LA. Ain't never stepped foot in Mexico, but he's of Mexican descent. And I look at him, nigga, you ever heard of that shit? Ain't nobody heard of that shit. I'm dismissing the entire country. Every scar, whiplash, everything that occurred to each individual in my past that got broken from that method of torture, I'm dismissing it and I'm laughing at it with one of their descendants of it. They're descendant of it that's free because of what they went through. If you fuck with this nigga on this couch, don't ever fuck with me, bro. You will find how people be fake on YouTube and another way behind the scenes. You're going to find out I'm not like that. Don't come fucking with me. This nigga is fucking trash. I don't want to hear no more shit. He just chilling on the couch. He got a dog in the fight. He let Andrew Schulz ask him that question and laugh with him.
Started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And immediately the fans, this is so racist. How is it racist to make sweet love to my little rascal? How is that racist? How is that racist?
Yeah.
Did you know about this term, buck breaking?
I wasn't familiar with the term before.
Nobody knows about this shit. But now they make it racist. They try and make me a pedophile. Did you guys see this shit?
Yeah.
This shit was hilarious.
Hey, Andrew, whatever subjective term that each individual made this racist, you literally just made it racist right now. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all niggas went through. Nobody cares about it. Because this is what you're saying. Nobody cares about that no more. That's so minuscule to people who telling you of the descendants of the culture that we care about it. How did you hear about it? You heard about it after you said about Kendrick Lamar. We are literally of the culture you're speaking of telling you we care about it. And you're like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. That's why I started back making editing videos. Because I know if I edit videos and put them out quick, I'll blow up. And I never took the opportunity to. And I want to blow up because if I blow up, I'm a fucking problem. I'm a fucking problem for niggas like him. You can ignore me now because I'm small. You can't ignore me if I blow up. I'm a fucking problem.
Hilarious.
It's like,
No, this shit we gotta talk about.
Oh,
This. So one of my exes, she has been turning 29 for the last 5 years. I don't know if it's because Hollywood isn't great to people that are trying to make it and they're in their 30s or whatever. But they looked at the ages and they're like, "Oh, she's 29 years old still," and they're like, "Oh, she must have been 16 when they're dating." I go, 16? I go, I was on 5 shows on MTV when we were dating. How the fuck am I in a public relationship with a 16-year-old? I go, look, there's her on X Factor saying she's 23. And I'm like, wait a minute, this girl's lying about her age. They believed the lie. Now they're posting it trying to turn me into a pedophile. So the Kendrick fans are just going.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Racist. This is their two.
I can't even take up for you for being like, I don't think you're racist. I think that you have animosity towards the Black American culture. You got in the Black American culture with Charlamagne the God. Before Flagrant, when you was on the show with Charlamagne the God, you wanted to argue against every little thing about our culture in a respectful way because you're a bitch ass nigga. You blow up and you be bigger from our culture, and then you go 10 times as harder on our culture and everything about us. I don't know if you got your ass whooped by black niggas growing up or whatever. I don't know if you're racist or not, but what I need people to understand is that, like, I don't need somebody to be racist. I think that's what white people need. Like, I can do what the fuck I want to, as long as I stick away from 1,000% people. I don't need you to be racist. I just break down the shit you fucking say that's fucked up. From what you say, you sound like you don't like black people. And I would gladly defend that against multiple things you've done. I don't know if that's racism or not. I don't know if that's hate, envy, or whatever. You sound like that. But you also are a true king at changing the subject. Who gives a fuck if your ex was 16 or not? If your ex was a grown-ass woman, she put some allegations against you, my boy. You're pulling the Drake on us. You are literally pulling the Drake on us. We're like, yo, Drake, why is the first thing you coming out with is that you got a daughter or not? There's some stronger allegations against you. Yo, my nigga. Whether your ex-girlfriend was 16 when you dated her or 18 when you dated her, she's saying some strong shit about you, and you don't bring any of that up on this motherfucking podcast, my boy. I don't just hear what you say. I hear what you don't say. I hear what you don't say. Why don't you talk about the allegations she brought up against you since you want to call Kendrick Lamar to the fire? I told you. When you come out here thinking that I'm going to do Kendrick got skeletons in his closet, you got skeletons in your closet too. Why don't you bring that up?
Things that
and mind you, she is black, so they're calling you a racist, and your ex-girlfriend was a black girl.
I'm a racist and I'm a pedophile. I'm a racist and I'm a pedophile.
But it's okay. It's okay to point out that a white woman can date a black guy and she still could be racist. She still could be prejudiced to it just because she like the dick. But you date a woman who, like, I have to squint my eyes to see if she biracial. I like, is she black or is she, I don't know. And you think they give you a pass to say whatever the fuck you want to say about anybody? You're doing the stereotypical point A to point B shit people do when they are racist. You're going down the same trope that racist people go down, but you don't want nobody to call you a racist. Like, what the fuck? Like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, if people don't do research, like, you think this nigga was dating, what's her name? Who the Black Panther was dating? On the movie, beautiful dark-skinned sister with short hair, who played in the new Quiet Place of the Quiet Place movie. You think he date her? Nigga, show her fucking photo. Show her fucking photo, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tough week. Tough week.
Yeah.
Not tough at all. Fuck that shit. That shit was fun.
He loved it.
Yeah.
I was shocked how much he loved it.
I'll be honest, it was because
the way he talking, you think he dating her. You think he date her. Nah, this nigga ex-girlfriend 3 shades lighter than Megan Good. 3 shades lighter than Megan Good. But the way this woman's scared, and this was scary about you, Andrew. The number one thing you want to go to the ex with is that she clout chasing. The fact that this woman is scared out of her fucking life. The fact that this woman keep bringing up, please leave me alone. I don't want to go back to this dark place with those demons with the shit you made her do. And she don't want to speak out. The fact, like, you can't say she clout chasing. You got to give us another reason why she that fucked up in the head for dating you. What the fuck did you do to her, Andrew? What the fuck did you do to your ex-girlfriend? She not running to all the blogs and stuff. She wanted people to leave her alone because she don't want to go back to that dark area with what the shit she said that you did to her. That sounds like a motherfucker that's truthful to me. What did you do? You're not talking about that on your podcast.
I sat back and I was like, let me see what they're going to throw out. Because I know that they're going to go crazy. Once I did the thing on the pod, once we did the flagrant episode, I was like, I know they're going to go crazy. I was like, I'm sitting back. I'm going to see. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at me. I already know. And I was like, all right, let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. They start
This is Andrew Schulz trying to say, I've been waiting. I'm going to be Andrew Schulz right now. All right? I'm going to be Andrew Schulz. I've been hating these niggas for so fucking long. Oh, I've been waiting to go against them. I got everybody. I'm about to sell out Hawaii. I'm selling out everywhere. I don't need these fucking niggas. I'm only doing the goddamn brilliant idiot shit to fucking laugh in their face with Charlamagne in front of a black co-host girl, in front of a black woman. I don't give a fuck about that. I get way more views on Flagrant around this Indian guy that laughs when I talk about his Indian culture while this fucking sellout Uncle Tom ass black dude. I've been waiting to go against all these fucking black Americans. And I want them to know that I want to list out everything they did to me. And I want them to know that I'm unaffected from it. I'm unaffected from it. This is what he's about to do right now.
throwing out everything. He's racist, of course. That's the first thing they're obviously going to go to. Then they do the pedophilia.
Yeah.
Shout out to Elon, bro. That shit came in clutch. That was fire. And then so I'm like, okay, let's see. Okay.
The shout out to Elon that came in clutch is to remind us black people that he tied in with white billionaires. He's throwing this shit in our face. When I say this shit to y'all out loud, of course I've already thought about it, but to hear myself say it out loud, it makes me have just that much disgust for Charlamagne the God and his Uncle Tom on stage with him. Anybody black around him. Anybody. Like, yo, my nigga, I can't be the only person that see this shit. I'm built in with the billionaires, baby. Give a fuck what none of y'all say. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. This motherfucker will let brilliant idiots go in a fucking heartbeat. He don't give a fuck about that shit. Look at the views of brilliant idiots and look at the views from Flagrant Podcast. He don't give a fuck about us. And it went from him needing Charlamagne to now Charlamagne needing him so much, he can call everybody else out. He can give everybody else donkey of the day, but he won't dare touch his little fucking goddamn white king, Andrew Schulz.
That's all they got. And then the celebs started getting comfy, right? Because they're like, ooh, there's a trend in this direction. Let's pile on.
Yeah.
The second I saw these cornball ass celebs try to pile on, Meek tried to pile on. He's like, yeah, this is what they do. He made fun of me, called me gay in his stand-up. That shit was fucked up. I got a tweet of Meek saying, that shit was funny, bro. I like that. That's the first time I ever laughed at being called gay.
He didn't say being called gay.
What did he say?
He said that's the first time I laughed at being gay.
I almost feel bad for him. I almost didn't want to do that because I'm like, poor Meek cannot help himself.
If anyone has a reason to be mad, you know what I mean? It's him. You were cooking him in that clip.
Anyway, so then Ice Cube's son tries to post some shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I just put right under it. I'm like, why don't you look up Google No Vaseline by your dad? And now he's in the comments explaining himself. Well, technically, that was a joke. It was a metaphor.
Can't believe nobody ain't said the shit I'm about to say. What was Ice Cube? 22, 21 years old when he made No Vaseline? I'm 44 years old. Y'all gotta understand, I was a baby to them niggas. I was a baby to them. Them niggas was grown when I was 15 years old. I'm a baby to these niggas. So me being a baby to fucking Ice Cube, I'm looking at this shit like, yo, if I go back 20 years, them niggas in their 30s. Them niggas in their 30s. Them niggas around Andrew Schulz age. If I go back to 2004, No Vaseline was old as fuck in 2004. There's nothing, like I don't even, the decisions I make as a man right now at 44 years old that I would make at 24 years old. Some niggas was in their 30s. You gotta stretch this hard. Think about it. Think about it. Let me show you how stupid this is. What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. When niggas who hate Andrew Schulz, they're not making the right videos to go at this nigga. And I'm just sitting back like, this shit is crazy. Yo, I tell a nigga, you got a long life to live, bro. Go to school, go to college, get you a career, get you a family. You ain't got to rob no bank. And he tell me, in 1992, you robbed the bank. Nigga, that was 30 years ago. Why are you going back on what I did 30 years ago when you know I'm telling you some real shit now? Nigga, that was 30 years ago. They don't attack Andrew the right way. They don't.
Wasn't a real thing that was actually going to happen. I'm like, oh, really? Is that it?
Yeah. He must not have heard it in a while because those aren't all metaphors.
There's some.
Yeah.
It's like
Some
MC
metaphors.
Ren's dick tastes like the shit in
Yeah.
Easy's ass or something.
Talking about sticking a broom up somebody's ass. Like, how do you make that into a metaphor? I don't know.
The broom is actually.
Hey, DJ Head, if you see this, I got a question for you, my nigga. The black guy you took up for. Why the fuck does he know every single line in No Vaseline, but he don't know what butt breaking is? Could it just be he looked up those lyrics in order to defend his white master on his podcast? Could it be he just not in tune with the culture? Could it be he'll sell out? Could it be he'll Uncle Tom? I'm a hip hop historian. I don't know the fucking words of No Vaseline line for line, but I know what butt breaking is.
really the oppression that black people had to be. From the record industry, no. It's just narratives. The only thing that annoyed me was that one that they tried to push out, DL, and then I guess Jasmine Brand tried to push out, because they tried to make it seem like I was being a victim after what I said. No, they said
This entire podcast, you are saying you're the victim. Let's go back. You're saying you're minding your own business, and Kendrick Lamar made a line specifically for you without saying any name. You're saying that even when you learned of the information, even though when we read the line, Kendrick Lamar is talking to black men. It's still about you. You're saying that Kendrick Lamar put out a random fucking lyric. Like, we go in, we motherfucking Malcolm X, we now Martin Luther King, kill these motherfucking niggas. He's talking specifically to your close friend, Charlamagne. Your words, not mine. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. I'm just saying what you said. And then for no apparent reason at all, with no segue, with no line from A to B, you went from not about my friends, but he threatened my life. 4. Number 5, you then connected a random motherfucker saying they're gonna kill you to Kendrick Lamar when you went at a nigga that popular. My nigga, if I go on here right now and make a video coming at Michael Jackson, he dead. If I come at him every day, I'm gonna get death threats. That ain't Michael Jackson. That ain't Michael Jackson estate. That's me doing some dumb shit. That's 5. You had to throw all of these things out. Why would you throw them out if you're trying to say that you don't feel like you're a fucking victim? I don't know what butt breaking is. My black friend to my left doesn't even know what that is. I'm innocent. You're literally saying you're a fucking victim while saying you're not a fucking victim. Make it make sense to me, my nigga.
Did that shit to me and you and Charla, and I was like, it's up then.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all want to go there, we could go there.
Yep.
And I promise that you're not comfortable there.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the second I went there, what happened? This is too far. You can't make jokes about unless, of course, you're making them about people that we think it's funny. Unless, of course, you're every TV show. Unless, of course, it's like literally everything they brought up. They brought up this clip of Cat Williams going, "It's never funny."
Yeah.
And then literally Friday after next, he's in a scene where he's about to get.
Yeah.
This is again when I get mad at motherfuckers who hate Andrew Schulz and they don't know how to defend against the shit he say. He just said, because I used that clip to end my last video. Rape is never funny. Guys.
Yeah.
He's like, what, you
I
peeing
know
on me?
all of us. Hold on.
Yeah.
And I posted that scene.
I know all of us because that's the most #1 watch interview in the history of all of YouTube. He came and took down Joe Rogan Scientist, who was #1 before that. Why did Cat Williams say rape is never funny? Because Cat Williams did not want to do the scene. This white man feels so comfortable talking shit about us, he's willing to bet all his marbles on some shit he know we saw. That phrase only came up from Cat Williams because he was talking about the rape scene that he did in Friday After Next. That's the only reason it came up. Why is nobody saying this shit? Y'all be making me feel fucking crazy. That's his ignorance. Because he ain't of our culture, he ain't never watched Friday After Next. He didn't make it to the end of Cat Williams' 3-hour fucking interview like all of us watch. He literally is ignorant and don't know. But you niggas know. Y'all know. So there's no excuse for y'all. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. He never lied. He never portrayed like Rory and Maul. If y'all see that shit, you bitch ass niggas, y'all gonna get on y'all fucking show and be like, well, we don't know Andrew's past. He could have been in hip hop. He could have been graffiti. Andrew Schulz went on the show with Charlamagne and he wanted it known. I don't know shit about y'all culture. He done said this shit a trillion times. He done said that shit. I know nothing happened. Why nothing happened? Because Cat Williams changed the scene. Why did Cat Williams change the scene? Because rape is never funny. But ain't nobody bringing this out. And nobody saying nothing about this. when this white man go out and spew shit to a bunch of fucking people in a different audience who don't know the details that I'm stating, he looks like the fucking victim, even though his podcast, he's trying to say he's not the fucking victim. This shit is elementary to me.
It's like, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. People can make jokes about things. You can make jokes about things.
Everyone gets these jokes.
The thing, like the people who are upset are people who don't watch the show. And so I can
Everyone gets these rebuttals. Everyone gets these rebuttals. I ain't taking away your right to make whatever joke you want to make. This shit is corny, not funny. Everyone gets these logical rebuttals. Everyone. I don't give a fuck who it is. Everyone gets these rebuttals.
understand. It's like if you take a clip out of context and you're like, wait, this is a podcast. These podcasts is usually serious. You're just people around sitting and talking. So if you actually take what you say as serious, I can understand why people would get upset at it. But it's like, once you realize this is a comedy podcast, you're a comedian and you're making jokes, like you came back with your art the same way.
Hey, my nigga, I guarantee you grew up with niggas like them three sitting next to you. You did not. I guarantee you grew up that way. You grew up that way. You're so fucking a sellout, Uncle Tom. I can't even rely on your parents. I gotta go back to your grandma, my nigga. Your grandma gonna feel the culture. Your grandma gonna feel what I feel. I don't even think it's your motherfucking mom and dad. You're a fucking waste of a black man. You're a waste of a black man. Maybe because I just never been money hungry. I just, whatever DNA my mom had built together to create me, I could never fucking sell out. I could never sell out. You know, it's crazy. I ain't say that.
That Kendrick came at you with his
well
art.
said.
So it's like,
Well said.
hey, you can not like it, but you can't like crucify a person for it. Just don't tune in. That's the biggest way to protest.
This is
Don't tune in.
Oh, speaking of protest, but we'll get to the protest. But like, I agree with you. There's this misconception that like you can't react poorly to a joke. You can be offended by a joke.
Exactly.
This is the thing. Like comedians, at least us, we're not saying you can't. We hate. We probably hate way more comedy than y'all hate. It's offensive term.
You're proving to me that you throw everything against the wall to see what stick. Because if this was just a simple joke and not serious, then why did you need to go through all those 5 points that I mentioned? If it's just a joke and it's not serious, why did you need to? Y'all gonna understand about real life. People, the first thing someone tells you is the truth. Who the fuck? Let me use somebody for an example. Curtis Hicks in my comment section. If I got a problem with Curtis Hicks, why would I list 5 things that are bothering me about Curtis Hicks, only to come back and be like, it was this 6th thing? You list 5 reasons why you were upset, why you spoke out against Kendrick Lamar. And now you're saying it was just a joke. Pick one. This is when people throw everything against the wall to see what stick, because they're counting on your ignorance. They're counting on your lack of investigation, your lack of digging into details, how much time it takes. It's much easier to ride in your car, just listen to them say this and be like, all right, well, I kind of understand where you're coming from, while spewing a bunch of lies to you. If it's just a joke, why didn't this podcast start by saying, I just fuck around? That's why I like Kendrick. I just fuck around. Because it wasn't a fucking joke.
Of like, oh my God, I can't believe I heard that, but offensive just to the art of comedy.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Yeah.
Right? There's other shit.
But it's
Comedy
just,
out there.
and it might not be bad. It's just not our cup of tea.
It's not our we don't
Yeah.
like, but you should be able to do it. So you can react to these jokes. You can look at all my jokes and be like, I don't find these funny. This is fucked up. The second you tell me I can't joke about a group of people, now we have a disagreement.
Yeah. It's like
The
if
second
you
you
were to-
tell people,
I wish somebody clip what I'm about to say. He said, the second you tell me you can't joke about a group of people. Am I wrong? Is that not what he just said? You can joke about whoever the fuck you want to joke about. For our people, for real black men out here who have seen the disparaging, overwhelming, uneven remarks made about black women, we telling them niggas, don't stand for that shit. Get the fuck up and walk away. You can joke all you want to. We don't want to be associated with that. We have a right to not want to be associated with that. If we want better for our community, if we want to be looked at better in the lights of the world, we have to fix our problems internally. We need to be taking up for our black women the same way as Italians take up for Italian women, Jews take up for Jewish women, Asians take up for Asian women. The same way y'all out here taking up for y'all women, we need to do that as well. You can joke about the fuck you want to joke about. You can go to your white people and do it, but we holding our black men accountable for it. So this whole thing didn't start with someone telling you what not to say. Kendrick Lamar lyric was, a white man better not ever say nothing against a motherfucking black woman. His lyric was, talking to black men, don't you let no motherfucking white man do no shit like that. This is an internal conversation. Black talking to black. So what the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? What did you talking about? What did you talking about? We all watched Jersey Shore. Let some drunken 20-some-year-old Italian girl walk down the street and some niggas try to fuck with her. All them Italian niggas running down the street to beat their motherfucking ass. They don't even know her. They don't gotta know her. I'm Italian. That look like an Italian girl. We taking up for her. What's wrong when we do that for our women? Why is it wrong when we do that? Kendrick never attempted in that lyric to take away your freedom of speech because we don't give a fuck about your opinion. We don't give a fuck about you. We doing what y'all claim we never do. Y'all claim we never check other black people. And when we check other black people, you make it about your fucking self.
people to kill my friends. Now we have an issue.
Yeah.
So you took it to violence and I reacted accordingly.
And we didn't play the victim by
As a
showing
comedian.
all of our DMs of the death
Would
threats and
feel
all that
great
stuff.
if
We
you
just
got
came
more
back.
death threats. I don't give a fuck. I don't know why these people run around like pussies. You're a pussy, bruh. Like, fuck you and your death threats. Like, you can't put random people on somebody else when you talk crazy. If I talk crazy about Madonna, you know what I mean? Motherfucking fans Madonna. If I talk crazy about Taylor Swift, if I talk crazy about somebody really fucking, I might get death threat by talking about you, Andrew Schulz. You think I give a fuck? When I get a death threat, I feel like you teasing me. That's all. I get mad at you teasing me. Don't send me no email on my fucking address. Nigga, show up. Show up. If you don't show up, then this is nothing. Why, like, What you showing your DM or your death threats? How do you marry that to Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar waking up making deals and practicing for a Super Bowl, practicing for a tour, learning the lyrics to his new fucking album so he can fuck it up. Kendrick Lamar ain't running around here like death threats. Like, why are you putting that on him? You, a grown-ass man who made the decision to make these comments, you are going to get death threats. Man the fuck up on the decision you made. Fuck about your death threats, nigga.
With comedy.
Yo, that's it.
Like, that's what we came back
That's
with.
it. We come back
And
with
it's like,
comedy, and they
hey,
don't
if
want
you
to be
didn't
in the
like a
kitchen.
joke, that's fine.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
It's nice in the kitchen.
I found the joke funny. I still stand by
I thought
laughing.
it was so
Like,
over the
it
top
was so
silly. It's
stupid.
so
Yeah.
obvious it's a joke. And then people are taking it to and it's like, what the fuck are we doing, guys?
Yeah.
It's the point of being so over the top is so on some level you understand we're
It
all
wasn't
kidding.
Hey, little Indian guy, just because you allowed a white man to post a picture of Indians covered in mud and talk about your people in a racist way, don't mean that we got to do the same thing because you're a little bitch. We don't have to do what you, just because nobody watch your fucking stand-up comedy specials and you think you can ride his coattail opening shows for Andrew Schulz, and you take that, just you would allow him to put down your fucking people to open up a fucking show for him, don't mean we got to take that, my nigga. It don't make you more brave that you laugh when he talk about your Indian ancestors. It makes you more stupid. It makes you more money hungry. It makes you more selfish. It makes you more of a sellout to real people of your own lineage that don't like that shit. That make you any better. And y'all talking about words. You cannot go in the black barbershop and they joking around. And then one black guy says to the next guy, fuck you, nigga, I'll bend you over, fuck your ass, nigga. They about to fight. They about to fight. I'm going to get up on, hey, we about to go down. You grab him, I'm going to grab him. We already know. That's our culture. That's our culture. You start saying shit like that, them niggas about to fight. Because what you're ultimately saying is, and what Andrew want to get out is that I can do what the fuck I want to you, nigga. This leads from being gay to being I own you, which leads back to buck breaking. I own you. I do what the fuck I want to with you. Now you gotta prove it. We ain't talking no more. Now you gotta prove it. That's always been in our culture. Y'all speaking on our culture. We don't fuck around with that shit. I take my ass on the trip. What's these passport bros, these black guys going down to South America, think they're gonna live good, go on some dating app, get some fine ass motherfucking Hispanic looking chick, and they end up dead. I can't go on. Y'all stupid for killing people. Nah, nigga, they take you to the motherfucking wood, they chop your shit off with a machete, they don't kill you. That's what they do there. I respect it. I ain't motherfucking going. I ain't finna try to shame them. You think they give a fuck if I can make 1,000 videos shaming them? Guess what's gonna happen if I take my ass down there? Chop my shit off. So I don't give a fuck what you feel. In our culture, when you start bringing up how you a fuck bitter nigga, fucking nigga, all that shit, we fucking you up. That's our culture. You don't like it, get the fuck out of it. We fucking you up. You said this shit, you got to ramp up security. Niggas is trying to touch you. That's the world we live in. They trying to touch you now. That's the world we live in.
joke. Now I'm serious. Fuck, I'm
No,
fucking
okay.
his butt.
I
gotta
and
get
then
it
they're
now.
gonna take that and be like, see,
No,
see?
no, I gotta fuck it now, dude. I gotta get the molding and put it on the wall. I need a before and after.
The worst DM I got was somebody who was like, yo, I hope you have a horrible Christmas.
Why would Dub DM you that? Bro? That's so crazy that he would do that. And you wore this jacket today in protest. That is so crazy.
A horrible Christmas
That
and a
was
happy
the worst
holiday.
one I got. I'm like, damn, bro, you gonna ruin my holiday.
Damn.
Like, at least
Christmas,
wish death on me or something.
That's a reasonable insult.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was just crazy. Just seeing the immediately turn to victims was just so corny. The fact that they're protesting. Listen, I'm gonna put this out as it's a fan.
I love this part. And this is the last part I talk about Kendrick Lamar. Then I go with this Jay-Z shit.
Okay. I'm not going to say it comes from Kendrick or his team or his publicist. I'm going to say that this is a random fan acting completely separately from them. But basically, they put out an ad where they're paying protesters to show up to my Hawaii show, December 21st. Ticket link down there. You'll see it at the Blaisdell Arena. They're paying protesters. Now, I don't know who's providing the money.
$250 is not nothing.
Low key, I'm almost like, should we all go and I just do a show outside?
Son, if 1,000 people show up, that's $250,000 you
So
got to pay.
who's gonna pay that? Who would have that kind of money? Probably a really obsessive fan. That's it. Now, I'm not saying it's coming from their team. I'm not saying it's coming from Kendrick. But this is, and by the way, they're paying full. That's like full price. That's not 30% off. Like their streams. This is being like an artist who like really believes in creativity and then censoring other artists. Now, I'm not saying it's Kendrick.
I go two ways with this, right? Like, I think it's insane that he believes that this is actually true. I go that way. No, fuck that. I like to say when motherfuckers are right. Let's say Kendrick Lamar buying all the tickets and shit, so that shit can be fucking empty as fuck while he shoot his special for Netflix, for a network that Andrew has went against, saying that comedians don't need to go to network the Netflix route while making a Netflix special and trying to make a new one, right? You fucking hypocrite. Not all about you. Let's say Kendrick Lamar doing this. His rebuttal is he's supposed to be for creativity and art. Kendrick is also for love and war. Kendrick Lamar has also shown you, I gotta go with the war. I gotta kill a nigga. I gotta go below the belt. He showed you he'll do this shit. Number two, Kendrick Lamar didn't blow up like Drake blew up. Kendrick Lamar blew up because of the culture. So if Kendrick Lamar did this and we find out that he did this, we don't give a fuck because we don't give a fuck about you. We don't give a fuck. If he does this and your shit look empty, we gonna laugh at you. We gonna laugh at you. We don't give a fuck. It doesn't make him a hypocrite because you're talking about a man outside of war and a man inside of war. And you say to somebody in our culture that you're gonna bend him over and fuck him and feed him a bottle and all that shit. He don't put out tweets. He don't put out shit. Kendrick Lamar does things that are extremely effective specifically for the person. For Aubrey Graham, he put out Meet the Grahams that will hurt Drake in his soul as a man. To beat Drake, he put out Not Like Us. The artist Drake, born of Aubrey Graham, loves numbers. I'm going to kill him on the numbers. I'm going to do something specifically that hurts you. You talk about our culture after using us and selling out your shows. So it wouldn't surprise me if Kendrick Lamar wants to make his show look empty. And I don't give a fuck, and nobody else gives a fuck. He's not going to lose any fans from it. He's not going to lose the Super Bowl from it. He's not going to lose any tickets from his show that you don't have enough money to do the same thing back to him. We don't give a fuck, my nigga.
It's probably just a one random fan with like millions and millions of dollars that he would like to deploy to protesting a show in Hawaii of mine. Probably has nothing to do with the.
And the fact that you think this will make Kendrick Lamar look bad is just more evidence that you don't understand our culture. We don't give a fuck. And your friends who look black on the outside, because I can't call them black, you're not getting good advice from them because they're not really black.
The team freaking out and in shambles because they've never been made fun of on the internet, and their only reactions go, "Oh, you're racist! Oh, you're so racist because you want to butt fuck my guy."
Getting 8 ads every 20 minutes is actually diabolical. Meat pie.
It is. Oh my God, so feel good. I don't really give a fuck about this angle. I don't know if I should stop this video right now because I don't care anymore about what he's saying. And I think this is the end of his Kendrick Lamar segment.
You know what hurt me? Artist on my Spotify, right?
He does make music for dudes under 5'10".
And number one and two songs.
No.
That's what hurt me the most personally. I took that as like painfully true.
No, he does make good.
You need to start wearing lifts. Exactly.
Out his 6 feet. He was all about the 6 god. But no,
Yeah, that's all the big shit. Now it's just a bunch of jokes. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to go into my Jay-Z shit. Y'all can't say I don't love y'all because I'm sick as a psalm a bit, boy. Before I get to the Jay-Z shit, I had to think about how old I was. And like, I had to be honest with myself. Like, the shit that people don't know. Like, there's a YouTuber I really like. He got this deadpan voice. A lot of people watch his shit. What the fuck was his name? He breaks down a lot of shit. What the fuck was his name? I hate when I gotta call out a nigga I like. I watch so much fucking YouTube. I've been watching a lot of Papoose and Remy Ma shit. Let me know if y'all want my opinion on that shit. What the fuck is this YouTuber's name? I love everything he put out, but he said something. I even liked the video he made on Jay-Z until he got to the end. I'm like, when people believe in you and you say something, Jamari. Is it Jamari? I think it's Jamari. I'm certain he got 1.3 million subscribers. Let me turn it up. I think.
Very dark for Diddy.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's been like the end of the movie Goodfellas when all the guys know.
Jamari said that Jay-Z and P. Diddy are best friends. And what scared me is that everybody liked Jamari videos and Jamari be really great on his research. So when you have that reputation, people are going to believe in you. So I had to sit there and I had to think. I'm just like, this is everything that I'm about to tell y'all is going to happen to y'all. If you're in your 30s, it's going to happen in 10 years. If you're in your 20s, it's going to happen in 20 years. But like, Y'all see shit that happen in real time. And they're going to change the narrative. And you're going to be like, wait, that ain't what happened. I lived. I saw that. That ain't what happened. I get it. I get it. I'm sorry. I was reading the chat, like, seeing what these niggas arguing about. Jay-Z and P. Diddy were never friends. You have to understand, me in my early 40s, I'm young. Because the real generation was, they like 50 now, who was the ages of these niggas during the time. The prime time when Diddy like 22, the niggas that was 22, they in their 50s. I'm younger. These niggas were never friends. Jay-Z is an extremely good businessman. And I want you to follow me as I try to teach y'all about some shit that you didn't see. Because all you guys are seeing is that these niggas standing side by side smiling at public places. And because you're seeing so many pictures of them, y'all keep saying that they fucking friends. And it's fucking infuriating me. Because I lived it. I lived it. That Jay-Z and Diddy are not friends. I want y'all to think about this. When I was in my 20s, we was buying clothes from black designers. Jay-Z, Rockaware. Do you know who Jay-Z competitor was? Diddy, Sean, John. Jay-Z, Ace of Spades. You know his competitor? Diddy, Ciroc. Everything. When you ever seen Diddy perform at a show? He may have the Locks on stage. He may have Mace on stage. He don't have Jay-Z on stage. You ever see Jay-Z perform? He gonna have The Rock. He may have Benny Siegel. He may have Memphis Bleak. These niggas were competitors. We view Diddy as the producer guy that can't rap, but he's the big mogul. We view Jay-Z as one of the greatest rappers ever, tied to two other niggas and a triple, as they all are label owners. Jay-Z is smart. Once Jay-Z got up to that money level, like Diddy, we looking for them to have hatred and compete. But Jay-Z is an intelligent man. I know they want me to compete against Diddy. I don't fuck with this nigga. But I'm going to show brotherhood, camaraderie towards black men. That's it. That's it. So when you see these pictures, you see Jay-Z in the pink suit and Sean John, that's Jay-Z party, where he got the most elite of the elite people there. He going to take pictures with the elite of the black people there. Because when I look at these photos, yo, why they ain't saying T.I.? Why they ain't saying Ludacris? Why they ain't saying all these people that was there with him? You guys were not there. So you're viewing history through snap fucking photos. Jay-Z and Diddy, they don't even have one business together. Not one. So people my age who really know, I'm looking at these young people, I'm looking at Jamari like, Jamari, I rock with you, my nigga, I watch your video. All of us watch your videos. We react to your videos. Why the fuck are you saying Diddy and Jay-Z best friends? The way you research everything else, go back and research that, my nigga. That be the problem. That's why people don't want to be cool with me. Cause they like, if we cool, then you supposed to say everything good I do. Now fuck that, my nigga. I'm gonna say something if you do something that's incorrect. Why are you're helping perpetuate some shit that's not true? Any older person gonna tell you Diddy and Jay-Z were not close. But because the younger generation believes it so firmly, when Diddy get all this horrible shit against him, every day they woke up since Diddy got arrested. Jay-Z next, Jay-Z next, Jay-Z next. We need Jay-Z next. I watched Poetic Flacco say, I'm looking at information. It's looking like this girl lied. So the good news, we know the truth, she lied. But the bad news is we got to wait for another day for them to find something on Jay-Z. Why you need to wait for them to find something on Jay-Z if ain't none on Jay-Z? This not an internet game. They come put these charges on you and tear down everything you've ever built. What business they got together, Golden Rose? They don't have one business together. Like everybody knew by the scene, Jay-Z don't fuck with Diddy. They don't have no business together. And then people came into my comment section saying, why you ain't never talk about Jaguar Wright? The fuck for? The fuck for? I don't believe in salacious stories. She goes on every podcast and says all these stories. I'm like, yo, my nigga, if you hate them this much and you say you got all this evidence, why you ain't showed one motherfucking thing? Why would I help perpetuate a whole bunch of bullshit? Then I see people saying, I knew something up with Jay-Z when they took the segment about Jaguar right off. What the fuck is wrong with Jay-Z doing that? A motherfucker is on a major platform that goes far beyond our culture and all the business ventures I got, my sporting agency I got, my touring agency I got, everything I got built, and she's up on some big ass platform spewing lies. We gonna get that taken care of. What the fuck is wrong with that? How does that make you seem guilty? Why? Who the fuck? And then y'all be doing shit that y'all know y'all don't want done to y'all. You know you wouldn't want no Jaguar Wright. All right, who the fuck is it? Breakheart. Yeah, Breakheart. Jaguar Wright about to go up in and just say some crazy ass shit about you with 10 million people motherfucking watching this shit. She ain't gonna give us no proof of that. She's just gonna say some shit. If you had the opportunity to stop that, you would. You would if it was you. But if it's somebody else, because you think that they in some private cahoots with Diddy, it's okay, it's fair game. It don't make no motherfucking sense to me. I don't know if y'all heard. I don't know if y'all heard the detail about this story with this 13-year-old girl at the time. But if I'm a juror, Diddy didn't even have a home at the time. He didn't even have a mansion. Diddy was at some party in Jersey and Jay-Z at some party in the meatpacking district of New York. Both Diddy and Jay-Z are in small venues. She said this happened 9:30 to 10:30. Them niggas didn't even leave the VMAs to 11:30 p.m. and then went their separate ways. And this is what I'm saying, what black people be making me fucking pissed off, y'all. Y'all want to believe every single thing without evidence. I don't know why we like this. They posted a picture of Diddy arguing with J-Lo that night, and like that's some evidence. This nigga is in a small party arguing with his girlfriend. Make that make sense to me. What are you saying the argument is about? Because I want you, if you think that the argument proves something, I want you to play your story out that you're thinking in your stupid ass mind. Okay. Diddy was in the room with Jay-Z and it was assaulting a 13-year-old. J-Lo was watching. While this 13-year-old gets assaulted, J-Lo does nothing. While this 13-year-old hits Diddy on the head and somehow slides through Jay-Z's legs and escapes out the fucking house, J-Lo says nothing. For some weird reason, they arrive at another fucking party And then now she wants to say, you were wrong for that, Diddy. You know you was wrong for what you was doing to that 13-year-old. Make it make sense to me. This ain't no white people shit. The motherfuckers that spewing this are black Americans. Bullshit without evidence. Them niggas ain't even in the same state that night. Foxy Brown. I'm finna hurt a lot of people feeling with hot Foxy Brown. First of all, to you niggas in this younger generation who keep saying this a lot, that everybody in the industry was talking about Jay-Z fucking Foxy Brown. That is a lie. That never fucking happened. It's a big reason why that never happened. Never happened. Well, what Nas mentioned in his song, when Nas said that Jay-Z fought Foxy Brown and Ether, it was our first time ever hearing it. It was a big shock, like when Kendrick said Drake had a daughter. No one prior to Ether, I dare you to find one fucking sentence. No one was saying that Jay-Z fucked Foxy Brown. Now, what you also must remember is that me and Foxy Brown is the same age. So when I go back down my history list, I'm shocked nobody came in Nas for this, because 2001 December is when he dropped Ether. The Takeover came out September 2001. I know these numbers directly because I know when I turned 21 years old in 2001. I know when the World Trade Center hit, Jay-Z was trying to drop his album. He had to postpone it because the towers came down. He ended up dropping it in September. I had the bootleg in Korea the night I was in Korea, because the towers came down at night for me because I was in Korea. It was 9 p.m. at night. It was 8 p.m. in America. We was listening to the Takeover on bootleg, and we was vibing. I was listening to it like, oh shit, this nigga finally coming at Nas. And on the TV, boom, a plane ran into a fucking building. So I know this shit like the back of my fucking head. That's 2001. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 21 years old in 2001. I'm the same exact age as Foxy Brown. She showed, if I'm 21, Foxy Brown 21. All right. So let's go back fucking years prior to that. Foxy Brown is not with Jay-Z. Foxy Brown is with Nas. Foxy Brown is in a firm with Nature, AZ, not Jay-Z, AZ, Nature, Nas, Foxy Brown. Don't formate the firm. The firm album came out in 1997. If I'm 21 years old in 2001, that means I'm 17 years old in 1997, which means Foxy Brown is 17 years old in 1997. We know back then, even now, shit, you're going to take a year or somebody to put out an album. So that means that Nas is a grown-ass man hanging out with a 16-year-old girl in a group full of grown niggas. And nobody called Nas out for it. So ask yourself, why, with no evidence at all, are we saying Jay-Z fucked Foxy Brown when Foxy Brown was in a group with Nas when she was 16? This is real shit people don't want to hear. Take your little Google bar, go type in The Firm, type in Foxy Brown, type in Nas, see when the album came out. That's their album. Think about it this way. That's the equivalent of like if SZA was 16 years old. And y'all say Drake fucked SZA because Drake made a song with SZA. Motherfucker, SZA is in a group with Kendrick Lamar. She with TDE. She was with Kendrick them first. How the fuck can Nas say that? Nas was with a 16-year-old, not 3 grown men and a 16-year-old girl in their group. Documented for history. Y'all wasn't there. You're hearing clips and running with it. Foxy Brown was a 15-year-old girl who was in grown clubs at nighttime, behind the scenes, doing her homework, while trying to write shit and perform on stage. They move her up quick because she didn't look 15. She didn't rap 15. They treated her like a grown fucking woman. She was around nothing but grown-ass motherfucking men. Foxy Brown had a relationship with Corrupt. Why ain't nobody looking into Corrupt? Did Corrupt fuck the child? A 16, 17-year-old? No. You don't even know who the fuck Corrupt is, which you should. He in a dog pound. One of the greatest motherfucking duos ever. Because you're going by pictures and what people talk about. You wasn't there. Nobody ever talked about Jay-Z fucking no Foxy Brown until Nas said it in Ether. Why would Nas say this in Ether in December of 2001, knowing 6 years before he was in a group with a 16-year-old girl? And what's gonna fuck y'all up? I'm a Nas fan over Jay-Z. It's always been. I always go with the intellectual motherfucker. Nas over Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar over Drake. That ain't gonna stop me from telling y'all the motherfucking truth. So we can X that out. Let's get on Beyonce. These young motherfuckers. He's preying on this little young girl. Where my late 30s people at? Where my 40s people at? Where my people in their 50s at right now? Yo, my nigga. What's crazy is when Jay-Z got with Beyonce when she was 19 years old, is that like she wasn't even new. She wasn't even new. Destiny Child was rocking when I was in high school. Remember, 96, 97, I'm 16 years old. I'm 17 years old. 98, I'm 18 years old. Destiny Child big. Back in them days, you made it 5 years, you a fucking veteran. So by the time Beyonce my age too, by the way. When Beyonce 19 years old, she not no fucking rookie. What I'm getting at is every motherfucking popular celebrity nigga was trying to date Beyonce. Every nigga. It came out of the blue when Jay-Z did it because Jay-Z has never been tied to any woman. He was a serial single man. He just got her. He got her. Everybody was trying to fight. Nas was trying to get with Beyonce. Ludacris. Every nigga was trying to date Beyonce. Beyonce was on 106 in Park talking about the niggas in the industry who she went on dates with and tried to date her. And she talked about she went on a date with Jay-Z and she didn't like him. She thought he was kind of bored. He went back and got it. But she was grown. She was grown. I'm giving y'all the real because I lived it. Any nigga that lived it. Let the company man see this shit. I guarantee you he'll agree with the facts I'm putting out here. Let anybody see this shit. Let Curtis TV see this shit. They go, that nigga spitting the truth. Let's talk about Aaliyah. Aaliyah's the strangest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Because I don't know where this began to put Aaliyah on Jay-Z jacket. When the nigga was best friends with Dame Dash. Dame Dash was dating Aaliyah. Y'all supposed to be picking on Dame Dash for dating a girl that's younger. By the way, Aaliyah is a year older than me. She born in 79, I'm born in 80. When you didn't live during that time, everything is one thing to you, one circle. It's not divided. When you live during that time, you know the details. Aaliyah had two separate careers. Aaliyah had a career with R. Kelly when she was a teenager. Age ain't never the album. Aaliyah left. We ain't hear from her. Thought that bitch just put out an album. She just gone. Aaliyah popped out the blue. 1998 Nutty Professor soundtrack. Who the fuck is that? When that video came out, We looking squint eye. Who the fuck is that? Aaliyah. She a little grown. That's the little girl that with R. Kelly. She went ghost. There was a period when you lived on that time. Aaliyah gone. There's no Aaliyah. She popped back up. Popped back up. Much older, much mature. 1 year older than me, so I can have a crush on her at any age. But that sound is the sound that birthed the career of Timbaland. What the fuck kind of beat is it? We never heard no shit like this before. But she popped back up with Timbaland. I want y'all to pay attention. Aaliyah never mentioned her first album in any interviews. She wiped the history with R. Kelly away. You couldn't ask Aaliyah about it. Leave it up to Aaliyah. Her first song was the Nutty Professor soundtrack. She never discussed anything prior to that. So it just was wiped the fuck away. I'm telling you, as somebody who lived it, and look at my chat with people who lived during this time. So now Aaliyah pops back up. She got this new career. She looked way different. She looked way older. Now she's in a circle with everybody. And a beautiful woman like that, I'm a year younger, so I can say this. Every nigga and their mama was trying to holler at Aaliyah. Guess who got Aaliyah? Man, I heard a lot of people. But like, publicly, who got Aaliyah? Dame Dash, not Jay-Z. Jay-Z looked at Aaliyah as a little sister. Why is the man who best homies, y'all trying to say Diddy his homie? Nigga, Dame Dash was his best homie. His best homie is dating fucking Aaliyah. He calling her his little sister. She died. 20 years later, he fucks Aaliyah. In the same way y'all trying to change the history that we know and we grew up in, they're going to do the same shit now. They're going to do the same shit to y'all, and you're going to be in your motherfucking 40s like, that didn't happen. Wait, that, what the fuck? The same way I'm sitting here, it's the same way y'all going to be sitting there. Y'all niggas is literally remixing history. Literally remixing history. Jay-Z ain't never dated no motherfucking Aaliyah. Ain't nobody ever talked about no motherfucking Foxy Brown till Nas said it. And Nas, for a fact, take your Google search, type in the Firm album. He had an album with a 16-year-old little girl. Foxy Brown. Facts. And because y'all jumbling up history and looking at all of these public places where any prominent black man who's at the top of his game gonna be at, and they taking pictures side by side, y'all done just made Jay-Z be close to a nigga he was really fucking with. Jay-Z ain't never been close to no Diddy, ever. Yeah, Ashanti popped out of nowhere, but at least we knew Ashanti was a new artist. But like, we were looking at Aaliyah like, wait, don't I know her? That's the AJ number, the number girl. But I was confused because she never talked about it in interviews. She just wiped that shit off her history books. Us old heads are laughing at the BS of being spread around because we know it's BS. Yeah, it doesn't sound like this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Like, where the fuck is this coming from? Like, I would be so pissed if I'm Jay-Z. The nigga I don't really fuck with, who I did a public maneuver as a strategic businessman. Y'all want to see us black people fight at the top. I'm not going to fight Diddy at the top. Cool for Diddy and everything he doing over there. We doing our shit over here. We come together. We take photos or whatever. We cool. Everything straight. But I don't really fuck with that nigga. To go 20 years later and somebody, if I did that, somebody make this nigga be my best friend. Jamari said They best friends. Where? Where? What does it sound like to you? Does it sound like an event that really happened? Or does it sound like something that's matching what the fucking fans have been putting and peppering over? Jay-Z and Diddy molested a 13-year-old with an unknown named famous woman watching. What does that sound? No. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like The Heart Part 6 by Drake. Motherfuckers was telling Drake to say this shit. He saw it and said it. It sounds like everybody saying this shit. We know Jay-Z and Beyonce demons and they did something too. Ooh, child. This is why I get mad at my people. That's what I'm saying, y'all. I don't just call out white people. I call out my people too. I get mad at Black Americans. Yeah, put this shit out into the world. And now they finna really try to come at these motherfuckers. You know, put this shit out here. They must be the Illuminati. They must be the demons, the devils. This motherfucking girl from Houston, and her dad had her dancing at 14 years old and doing shit in the backyard. On the stage he built from scratch to blow her up. To have one of the most famous groups of all time, to lead that, to grow up idolizing Janet Jackson. It ended up being bigger than Janet Jackson. And now we gonna do some Illuminati shit to take this from our Black people? Y'all be hurting me. Y'all really be hurting me, man. Like, this shit is crazy. Beyonce throws the most shade I've ever fucking seen in my life. I love watching compilations of Beyonce sitting with Destiny Child and making them faces and licking. Like, Beyonce speak her mind. What in the world makes you think she sit there with Jay-Z at the beginning of that relationship, molest a 13-year-old and just standing up, just watch? Tag Diddy in. Okay. Diddy tag my man back in. This is insane. I'm so sick. So sick. Y'all laid the foundation for money-hungry lawyers to come in. And y'all love reading this shit so much it feeds you back. You don't care what it costs. We are taking a direct hand in taking out all of our people. Everybody. Ain't nobody safe. If anybody can just come out here and make up a story and they have no evidence and it sounds preposterous, then they can do it against all of our heroes. And then they can start doing it against us. They start doing it against YouTubers. They start doing it against you in your regular life. And we are egging this shit on, and it's sad and scary at the same time. It's sad. That's what I'm saying. A 13-year-old little girl is just wandering around New York by herself. Fuck everything that happened after that. What are the odds that a 13-year-old, like all of these insane things, I'm talking about one insane thing, all of these insane things got to come together for this incident to take place. There's a 13-year-old little girl wandering around New York by herself trying to get into VMAs. I ain't never seen no shit like that before in my life. She not with no group of friends. She not with no best friend. She ain't called nobody. She just snuck out her parents' house, wherever the fuck they lived at, and said, you know what? This is the address of VMAs. I think I can swing this. You know what? I thought I could swing it. I can't. I was wrong. Huh. Far away from home. What can I do tonight? Well, maybe I can swing it into the after party at 13 years old. How would I do that? I don't know anybody around. I don't have any friend or nothing. What shall on earth should I do? Look at these line of limousines. They're going to take the celebrities there. I bet you if I go down every line of these limos, maybe one of them will let me in all alone by myself in New York City at 13 years old. Hey, can I get in? No. Hey, can I get in? No. Hey, can I get in? Well, you look very young, and I'm driving for P. Diddy, and he likes really young girls. When I say this, I don't mean he's going to assault you. He's just going to look at you and smile and admire you for being young. Would you like to hop in my limo? I don't even need to call and ask him anything. Yeah, sure. All right. By the way, I'm going to cross state lines, which would be a felony kidnapping since you're 13 years old. This will be a Fed case at this time. But hey, I'm going to make my employer mad because he likes them young. Okay. We're going to New Jersey. What's up? It's old. At home. I'm in Jersey. I know you got a party tonight. I got 13 y'all. You want to leave there and bounce over here? I need you to be here by 10 p.m. You silly, man. It's already 11:30 at night. Well, we're gonna set the clock back because I need you here by 10 p.m. because 20 years from now, she's gonna say we raped me and I need the time to match the story. Got you, Diddy. I'm on my way, best friend. Take that. By the way, you know the lead singer Destiny Child, I'm gonna bring her with me. Ho, holla. Shit. It's funny, but it's sad. It's funny, but it's sad. It's funny, but it's sad. Like when I hear something this fucking crazy, I don't have it in my brain to think about people outside the culture. It's the fact that in the culture, Black Americans, we are like rooting for this shit. We're calling for this shit. To be a businessman, to make all of this shit up to the top. I stayed away from any Jay-Z topics because I'm like, there's no evidence. Like, what the fuck he do wrong? He made some albums and he left the game. And he started making a sports agency. He started making goddamn tours agency. He started managing fucking other rappers. Like, ain't nothing there. And they're gonna make it something. They didn't make it something. They opened the door to allow for somebody outside the culture to be like, if Diddy folded and paid all this money, let's go after everybody. Ain't no dad speak out. Ain't no mom speak out. Ain't no nobody speak out. And I feel like that's why they want to hide her identity. Because if they say her name, her mom and dad be like, she ain't no mention this shit to us. I don't know what the fuck she talking about. She said she called you that night. Fuck, I don't know. What got me is she said she walked from New York to New Jersey to get at Diddy's house. Hey, Medusa, Diddy didn't even have a house. Diddy lived in an upstairs condo. At that time, Diddy didn't even own a house. That's why he went to a club that night. He didn't even have a fucking mansion. This shit is fucking wild. Wow. And I was gonna segue this in because I really wanted to fucking kill that Fugazi podcast because of some new shit he did. I ain't got the time for it. And I know I ain't. By the time I get out of work tomorrow, I'll pick up my kid. I took the COVID test to make sure. I'm like, I ain't gonna have no time. I'm probably gonna have to just chop this fucking live up into segments and have videos put out. But I ain't gonna have no time. I don't know what that means, Mia. What does that mean? Acting different with who? I'm on Jay-Z's side against Dame. And this is what I'm saying. Dame Dash hates Jay-Z. Dame Dash is broke as fuck. While Jay-Z went on to make billions. Dame Dash will be the first nigga to tell y'all that Jay-Z hooked up with Aaliyah. He didn't told everything under the sun about him. He never once said it. Because Dame Dash know his age. Why ain't nobody questioning Dame Dash age dating Aaliyah? Because they don't give a fuck about somebody dating somebody young. They just want to hurt Jay-Z. Dame Dash already broke. We don't care if he dates somebody underage. We want it to be Jay-Z. His sister. Y'all sit up and say, we don't take up for each other. But we are calling for the white man to come at people of prominence that made it in our community. It's just weird. It's fucking weird to me. I don't know what to tell you. It's weird. Weird. The award for the night goes to myself for loving y'all so much to do this live while I am sick as shit. I'm going to leave the live right now, overdose on pain medication before I go to bed, and take the same pain medication when I wake up. In the comment section, if you made it this far in the video, I want you guys to wait till this video uploads, type in the comment section topics y'all want me to talk about Monday after I take my kids back or Sunday night. And then I'll begin to make edited videos, continue making edited videos on these topics. I am definitely coming after the Fugazi podcast. Did y'all know somebody had the audacity to be like, the most comments I've ever gotten was in that fucking video I made on Andrew Schulz. Somebody said, yo, you know, Y'all motherfuckers come out here and never take up for black women. And just when Andrew Schulz say something, you take up for black women. I was like, research is your friend. I literally took up for black women. The video right before that, the live I did on the Fugazi podcast. I do it all the time. I'm just like, niggas that just come to your shit and say the same shit they say on everybody's channel without learning who you are as an individual. And it'd be funny to me. I gave it to all of them. I gave it to everybody. That's the most work I've ever done in any comment section. Go back and read my replies in the comment section of the Andrew Schulz video. You get a good laugh for the night. But other than that, salute Preem, Gold Rose, Heartbreak, all y'all. Mia, I need to make you a mod if you want to be a mod. I go live, I need to make you a mod. But salute to all y'all. I'm going to catch y'all next time. I take this motherfucking medicine.